So waiting for it. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't made a video in a long time, so this will probably be awkward, and that's okay. Um, this is in regards to the BNL survey, and what a great idea to ask members what their thoughts are and everything. I do not have the gift of writing. When I go to write something down, it's just like my mind freezes and I can't think of the words to say. But uh, yeah, I do like talking and I like conversations. And some of you know I'm okay with making videos, obviously. So I thought I would do this, and I'm going to post it on the BNL page and in the email back. I'll just say, hey, check out the video if you want to know my thoughts on this. Uh, and it may land and it may not. And I have to say, I feel nervous about expressing this, but one of the things I really have a passion for is the feeling-based relating. So the first question is, why did you come to BNL? Well, I was made aware of it, Christiane Northrup's newsletter or something. And I said, oh, hey, that sounds kind of neat, however it was written up. And the feeling-based relating. So I came and I really liked it. And it was feeling-based relating. And so I kept coming to both the Thursday and Sunday calls. And I started to share. And I felt safe sharing. And as I opened up and was authentic and willing to be vulnerable, it just kind of took off as far as how much it impacted my life and my growth, if you will, my opening up, my discovering that the stories I had about myself weren't true, you know, all those stories we have about ourselves and the hidden beliefs and even the conscious beliefs I had. I used to think, oh, I have nothing to say, nothing, nobody listens to me, nothing I have to share is of value. And so I had all these negative thoughts about myself and stories about who I was. And it wasn't just the sharing from a vulnerable place, it's also the sacred witnessing I found to be very, very profound, to just sit and really listen to somebody and open up my heart to them as they shared from a place of vulnerability. And so I have such a passion for the feeling based relating. And so that's why that's why I kept coming to the BNL calls. So then the next question is, why do you stay or why did you leave? Well, it is no secret among a small circle of people, anyway, I do not resonate with the open circle concept. I don't I don't like that there being a prompt uh, for me but then it said, oh, you can share whatever you like. But it's like the energy and the vibration has changed. And um, I've shared this with some people, and one concept I guess is, well, it makes it easier for people to share. And my thought on that is, we don't want to make things easier. We're going into this great spiritual awakening, but it's also being termed as a spiritual war, and we need to stand strong and stick to that higher truth. And it doesn't make a person stronger when you make it easy for them to do something. Uh, we can see it in our culture, and that doesn't matter. I'm not even going to go there. It doesn't matter. But it's like, consider that you want to build your muscles. You want to exercise and you want to strengthen. You know the strength training and stuff, and so you go to the gym and they go, oh, okay, here, let's make it easy. Here's 2 tissue boxes. Work on lifting them. How long is it going to take for you to build your muscles lifting tissue boxes. No, you start with weights, a reasonable weight, and you start building that muscle. Authenticity and vulnerability are our two greatest superpowers. I did not make that up. A minister, a highly spiritual person said that. But I agree, because by being authentic, I've started to discover the authentic me, and being able to peel away and drop away the stories that I had about myself. I I never would have done videos and posted them on YouTube or posted them for you before I started doing feeling based relating. I never would have discovered the gifts I have that people have said, "Oh, do you know this about yourself? Do you know that about yourself?" And I'm going, "No. I never saw myself that way." But as the authentic self comes out, wonderful gifts emerge. And by being only feeling based relating, I felt very, very safe. It was a safe place to practice being vulnerable. And so I can only say this is my journey. I don't know if this is, oh, everybody follow what I did and now you'll all awaken. I don't know. We awaken as we awaken. I only know that this platform supported me in my awakening. And now I feel more comfortable. I'm starting to feel more comfortable with other people I don't even know. I don't know if they're going to sacred witness. I don't know if they're going to, be okay with me being authentic. But I'm practicing more and more with being authentic and coming out. And what I found is that my heart is expanding, and I'm seeing people with more from a place of love than from ego and what will they think of me. And so the story I've made up is it all started with the feeling based relating in this community. And I'm very passionate about it. And I used to tell people about it. Oh man, you ought to, check on. And so I'd be the kind of person that'd be sharing it with everybody so that they would come. But, oh, and I do want to mention one thing. Maybe I should say it at the end. I don't know. This isn't scripted. But now, so the second question is, why do you stay or why did you leave? Now, I'm not going so much. I'm not drawn to it. I do not resonate. I just don't resonate. I don't resonate with the prompt and and um and the opening and closings, they're cool. But for me they're okay. I'm not into ritual. And left brain, mathematician, just I don't know if that has to do with it, but whatever, that's where I'm at. That's the story. Um and but the closing of I heard someone say, I don't like it. And I have suggested in a smaller group that instead of doing I heard someone say, share I felt. I felt connected. I felt heard. I felt inspired. I felt silliness. I experienced laughter. Um, and I didn't feel anything. That's cool. Because again, it's vulnerability, it's sharing. For me, the I heard someone say, it's like, well, I better take notes because I don't remember who said what. And, I'm very much into A Course in Miracles and the ego mind, and to me, that is ego. And even this controlling, you know, well, that's like the next question or whatever. But the concept of I felt is, again, being willing to be vulnerable, um, or be delighted, and it doesn't then go, because if I say, well, I heard someone say, then that's like appealing to the ego of, oh, look, I remembered somebody said this, and then the person who said it, oh, it appeals to, oh, they heard me. But when I express what I felt, it doesn't land in a person's ego. It can land in the heart, and people can say, yeah, I felt that too. I felt that, not I heard that, I felt that too. And mostly I feel connected with the feeling-based relating. So a lot of times I say that, or I'll say, I felt scared to share. Feel scared and, feel the fear and do it anyway, yada, yada, the whole thing. So days, time, and duration, yeah, cool. I mean, whatever. So that works fine. What is your opinion of asking members to commit to attending for 6 weeks at a time for 1 hour and be present for both the opening and closing? Well, I've already told you the opening and closing I don't relate to. The committing for 6 weeks at a time, it's like putting more structures. Structures need to fall away. And it's like, here, let's take the BNL call, which for me was really working, and change it to structure. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's play with being vulnerable and authentic. And the committing to 6 weeks. What is this, a class? You know what I'm saying? And I gotta tell you, this comes up for me that now we're in class and we're gonna share, tell a story about uh, what you did, you know, or whatever. And I don't. There's no sacred witnessing involved in listening to someone's story of something they did, or I studied this. Well, if you studied this, how did that impact your life? If you had this experience of going for a hike, what did you feel during that time? Not, that's me. Okay, I don't need to go on any further. And like I said, I'm not recommending people go to the BNL call anymore because I just don't resonate with it. And it seems to me it's going backwards instead of moving forward and expanding this. It, for me, and when people say, and the prompt is, my mind just shuts down. I don't feel any energy around it. And one of the benefits of the feeling-based relating and being a sacred witness is I'm taking that more into my life in other areas and just being with people and strengthening my listening skills. When I listen to people just tell a story or, you know, whatever, anything, anyway, keeping it in the intellect. So maybe I'm saying I want you all to make it easier for me to improve my listening skills. I don't know. See, another story. And are you willing to make a monthly contribution? Not at this point. I'm trying to make contributions as far as sharing spiritual things on the, on our BNL page, which I just love, and silly stuff, and uplifting things that a video I've watched that really I felt empowered. I felt more in touch with that higher consciousness and with that journey we're all on together. And so I share those things. Because you notice when I post stuff, I'm not writing my own things. So many people on our page are very gifted poets and people who write essays, and I'm just so grateful for all of them. And so are you willing to make a monthly contribution? Again, not really. Not really. I'm making contributions for things that I'm really feeling passionate about, and I'm losing my passion for taking part in these calls. So that's it. And the other thing I was going to share, because I've heard this before by Oscar Wilde, but I'm really now starting to experience it and being great with it, is it's better to have people hate you for who you are than love you for who you are not. And so you may hate me for my ideas, and I do want to say that my opinions or whatever, they're just stories, and nothing is wrong. It's not wrong to do the open circle, and it's not necessarily right. I just don't resonate with it, and I would like to start I'd be happy to facilitate a, a BNL call, or BNL people or anybody coming and go back to the feeling-based relating, where I share my feelings. I'm not sharing my wisdom and what happened when I was 14 and story, but where we go back to the feeling-based relating, because I have a passion for it. And I think that's where it's what about a lot of the higher consciousnesses. I've made friends and participated in. We have other calls coming, and I've met people who are help me dismantle my stories, help me peek under the carpet, help me recognize. And I can tell you, snarkiness. Boy, I was in snarky mode for three days straight. Okay, so I have experiences of snarkiness, and I've started to stop using the language of, oh, I am arrogant, but to say I experience arrogance sometimes and superiority and wanting to control. Whoa, that's a biggie. And oh, what was the other one I was thinking of? Well, it doesn't matter. So those are some of the things that peeking in. Oh, being manipulative. Yeah, all of those things I experience, but they don't define who I am. They're just passing experiences to enable me to grow and open up my heart, to forgive myself for having that experience, forgive myself for maybe not liking someone or not liking someone's behavior. And it's all about, for me, about forgiving those aspects and opening up to all of who I am. Because I tell you, I didn't used to think of myself as having much of a sense of humor, and not like I'm a great joke teller or anything, but I'm finding it easier to laugh at things. I see wacky wonky videos and wacky wonky me, and just having fun with that. And so the feeling based relating have all contributed to that. Um, so those are the answers to my questions. And if y'all watch this video, because I'm going to post it on BNL, and if you are interested in having a feeling-based relating only, back to that format, back to that platform, um, yeah, private message me, or put a comment. And if you don't like this video, that's okay too. Whatever comes up for you is wonderful. Whatever you recognize in yourself coming up, love that. Love that. So yeah, I guess that's it. And probably after I stop the video, I'll go, oh yeah, wasn't I going to share? Doesn't matter. I think I've said enough. So there you go. Have a blessed day, and I look forward to whatever comes. Thank you for doing the survey. Thank you for being interested in in my thoughts. So thank you.